Excalibur Umbra has finally arrived in the global build of Warframe after about 3 years of being a Chinese founders exclusive. But it got me thinking, were there any more exclusives in the Chinese edition of Warframe? And the results I found might surprise you. For all the wrong reasons, of course. Good evening, this is the Urban Spaceman, and these are free weapons you can never get in Warframe. So to kick off this list, we're gonna start with what may seem to be an upgrade at face value, and that's the Prisma Mache. Now from the name alone, you probably assume it's at least slightly better than the machete. No, I didn't say machete Wraith, I just said the normal machete. And I'd be lying if I said it was even a bit better. But it's the same. It's honestly the same. Same stats, same everything. Nothing's improved in this. It still has 25 total damage. Oh. And the way you acquire it is just like any other Prisma weapon through ducats and credits. And with a weapon of this caliber, it's taking the piss even more than the Machete Wraith, which I never thought I'd say at all. And given that the Machete Wraith is cheaper, only just because to get your hands on a Prisma Machete, which is practically an over-glorified skin that takes up an item slot, you need to pay 200,000 credits and 550 ducats. Really, would you sacrifice that much for just a skin? Probably. A lot of people would. And now on to a, well, slightly better weapon. And much like the Wraiths, much like the Vandals, I introduce you the Carmine Penta. Instead of having a weird sort of pattern, it's just red. It's literally just a red Penta. But what makes it special is that it has a higher fire rate and double the magazine capacity. And to be more precise, it fires 2.7 rounds per second instead of the 1 round per second, and instead of 5 rounds per mag, you get 10 rounds per mag. And for a weapon of this caliber, it definitely needed it. I mean, it's not like you have to manually detonate the grenades, is it? So this is all useless. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The way this weapon is obtained is unorthodox when you even begin to describe, because you need to purchase at least 1 yen worth of platinum and do some sort of rebate program, and then you get this weapon. I mean, it's a free weapon for some mastery, but really now it's a bloody Penta. So not much of an upgrade, but to you Penta fans, actually, that's more of a bad thing for anyone who's a Penta fan. And the last weapon I have is a weapon that's actually unique. It's not a version of another weapon we already know, but it's also in the global build, but not how you think. It's the Cadis Caddis, and it's a Tenno staff, so I'd assume in the Chinese build you'd go to your dojo and get the blueprints for this and build it. So let's see its mind-boggling stats. I mean, total damage is 50 and it's all electrical damage, 15% crit chance, 2 times crit multiplier, and 25% status chance. With only one polarity in it being a D and the stance polarity of a, oh god, what is that thing? And this one's actually craftable. You need 20,000 credits, 2 neural sensors, 3,000 polymer bundles, 1,600 circuits, and a bow. And it takes 12 hours to build. A pretty underwhelming weapon, but the one silver lining in this is that you may have seen this in the game before, but you've never known about it. And that's in the Trinity Spectre battle on the Ceres Junction. I mean, it is quite interesting that they'd add this into the game even though you can't obtain it, but that makes it all the more interesting. And that's why I love this game. And there are a lot of other little changes about the Chinese build that, who knows, I could make a video on, because the Chinese build was incredibly weird. But anyways, this has been the Urban Spaceman, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.